Next, we're going to show you how to upload a Google Doc or a Google folder. The process is fairly simple. You can go ahead and click from Drive, or you can just double click where you want to add something and our little circle icon is going to pop up. And I want to insert something from my Google Drive. Now, if your folders are not very organized, it might take some time to find it. An easy way to do this is just to look it up by name. So if you know what you're looking for, so in this case I'm looking for my virtual tour, it'll find it for me. And so I can just take this and click insert, and then it'll put it into my Google site. And I can, resize it kind of like the text if I wanted to, increase the size. So for right now I'm just going to leave it as is. As always, I recommend that you take a look at this in the published version, so you can see what you would be looking at or a student would be looking at. So I'm just going to come down over here, and what a student would be looking at is this. Now from here, the student could click on the links, or they could open it up in a separate window like this. One of the things that you have to make sure of is that you've given people access if you want them to see it. If you don't want them to see it, then you don't share the document. So over here in the upper corner is the share button. If I wanted students to see this, which I would change this by clicking on the advanced button, changing who I want to share it with. In this case, I'm going to say anyone that has a link can see it, or I can publish it to the web. If you want some more security, if your students have the @students email, you would put the esci.org, and only people that have the esci.org as part of their email access would be able to see this. If you want them to edit it, which I do in certain cases, you would put edit. Sometimes you want them to comment. In this case, I just want them to look at it, and so I'm going to click save. So when they come around and they open this up, they'll be able to see this. And so this is kind of just mimicking my site here. You could hyperlink within a Google Doc. It just doesn't look as clean, and it's not as visually appealing as creating a website would be. Now again, based on your preference, this is one way to insert a Google Doc. Another way is to just hyperlink the Google Doc. So I'm going to go back to my site, and if I just wanted to hyperlink the Google Doc, I would click this, the hyperlink button. I would copy the hyperlink, take it back to the site, and then just add it in, click apply, and now when they click the link, they'll be able to go to the Google Doc. Really, it's just a matter of preference. Do you want them to see the Google Doc within your website, or do you want them to click on something and have it take them to your Google Doc? Really, it's just a matter of preference.